up later in the show.
Yeah, cute little Clark's shoe. Shooty, I should
Shooty,
say.
it's adorable.
Name's
the
Nikki.
The Nikki. So if you like the Nikki bottom, that's happening later in the program. But here is our Denim & Company Boucle cowl neck sweater with the high-low hem. $36 and change for this one, and then on 3 easy payments, a 260385. Not only is it the only day for the whole month, you're gonna see it on Easy Pay, so break up your payments and get something else in the show you like.
Yeah.
It's the last day at the featured price, so to get the price and the Easy Pay, kind of has to be done today.
It's a big deal. So let's go through colors. We've got extra, extra small through 3X. We start with your natural.
Love it.
Which is a nice little blend of like a soft gray, I would say.
I agree. Many times the natural from Denim & Company can gear towards more creamy colors. This really is more in the grayish family, but it's a light neutral.
But very refreshing, which I like. Next up, we have your black.
Look at the black. This is a way to do black that is not solid, not blackout, not boring. There's so much layering of texture in those colors.
Which is nice to see as well. Then we have your lapis blue.
Such a pretty shade. I don't know about you, Courtney, but going into
Look at
fall,
that texture.
is many times I think colors can get to be on the drab side, but this whole color palette is vibrant for going into fall.
Absolutely, and it's a great throw-on piece for color. A lot of times when you think about your throw-on pieces, they are in the more neutral tone, so I think this is a really exciting opportunity given that Easy Pay to do just that, especially apple red. We don't always get that color, but a lot of you love that shade from Denim & Company.
Because here it's not just the one shade, because it's a boucle. You're getting several, that's a great shot, several different tones in here, so it keeps it nice and bright and elevated.
I love how you can see automatically just how cozy the texture is.
You really can. And you know what? Even though it's cozy, it's lightweight. I just want to actually, before we go through the rest of the colors, I want to show that. I got my card in my mouth, sorry. I just want to show that it's very lightweight, so you won't feel like this adds weight onto the body when you're wearing it.
No, here's your evergreen. Then we have your royal purple. Great color. Again, not one we see too often.
And one of the hottest colors for the brand since we introduced it. New Antique Rose has been on fire. Everything that we have New Antique Rose in blows out the door. And this is one of the most, it reminds me of a Laura Geller blush color. It looks like pink grapefruit blush. This is skin illuminating and a beautiful way to do a lighter neutral shade for fall.
Now, just to give you an idea of our fabrication, it's 84% acrylic, 16% polyester. Why that's important is a lot of times when you shop out in retail for those boucle fabrics, they're wool and they're itchy and they're heavy. Ours is a little bit lighter weight, but it's still that same fine gauge texture that you would expect in a really expensive boucle piece, but you're bringing home today for the only day this month and last day feature price of $36 and change.
It feels expensive.
It does feel expensive.
Because it's lightweight. Boucles can often be very cumbersome. Like you said, very stiff. You kind of put it on and, you know, you feel like you were 5 years old and shaped like a star and getting ready to go outside.
Yeah, like I watch
to
A
play in the
Christmas
snow.
Story for one day, TBS, on December 25th.
All day long.
Don't want to see it any other time during the year.
That's it. One day, get your fill, we're good. But yeah, you don't have to feel like that. It has such a good, soft feel to it. And that first transitional day when you're going outside and you're like, do I wear the coat? Do I not wear the coat? This is one that you can put on and maybe not wear the coat over it, but still feel nice and flexible and move. You can move in this.
And you know what? Whether you have anything layered on, layered on underneath this, that's fine because you've got the long sleeves. But if it's, you know, a slightly warmer, cool day, you can absolutely zhuzh the sleeves a little bit. I love the high-low that you're seeing on this. One of the really exciting things in fashion right now is not everything has to be cut in a standard seam-like sense. I love that you can be playful with your hemlines like you're seeing here. And one of the great things that I love about this, you still get that inverted pleat, which almost gives that swing-like effect without kind of having to worry about it. But with that high-low hem, as you notice on Anne, as you notice on Jackie, the great thing about that is it really draws the waist up. It makes the legs look longer. So to me, when you wear this sweater, you really are creating that hourglass figure. mothers and grandmothers alike that we've grown up with have been dreaming about ever since we saw Barbie.
Oh my gosh, I know. You know, they've really changed her a lot.
Have they really?
I haven't,
I mean...
My daughter doesn't play with them at all.
No? Okay.
No, not at all.
Is she not like stick figure anymore? Is she a little more normal?
A little bit. She's changed her, I mean, she's still like, whoa, but I mean, her measurements have definitely changed.
Well,
but to your point about the look of this, having that higher hemline in the front does make the legs look longer, but if you're concerned about the hips or the backside area, you are getting the complete coverage because our ladies that you were just looking at are taller. So, and they're getting the coverage and they're taller. There's some, just remind me, are you ladies like 5'8", 5'9"? 5'9". Jackie, how tall? 5'9", okay.
5'9".
So they're both 5'9", and they're getting the coverage. So if you're shorter than they are, you're also totally getting the coverage that you're looking for.
It's good length.
And I do like what you were saying, Courtney, too, about just the hemlines in general. When they're not straight across, they do become very flirty somehow.
And I find that when you don't have the straight across hemline, there's less room for it to bunch up.
Right.
It stays in place better.
You don't have to there's no monkeying around with this one. You're not
you know, the t-shirt is not, you know, exactly on your jean line bunched up in the back, and for that, I'm thankful. Real thankful, actually. We'll take you through the colors. Don't forget on the back, that great inverted pleat. Here's your natural.
And as a reminder, as we're going through the colors, last day at the featured price, only day this month on those 3 easy payments. Here's that black. Then we have lapis blue. Here's the apple red, evergreen, royal purple, and that beautiful new antique rose, a 260385. Grab those 3 easy pays before they expire at the end of the day.
Along with that feature price, I can't believe this is $36.
I know, doesn't it feel nice?
I know.
Well, in less than 10 minutes, we have something from Travel-On. This is our anti-theft quilted convertible bag that also not only has an RFID pocket inside the bag, but a full RFID wallet to come with it. So that helps to protect you from electronic pickpocketing. This one is on Easy Pay, so that's going to be a nice opportunity to look at those colors.
Well, you know that bag on Travelon.com is $58 on its own.
Is that right?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, you know what? I remember I had something written on my card, but I couldn't remember the statistics. So you have a memory like a steel trap, my dear.
Well, you're welcome. I'm going to be going as a Bond girl for Halloween. Yay! With that kind of inspiration. Yay! All right, guess who's here?
Louis
How are you? I know it's early, Pumpkin, but we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
It's good to see
and
you.
it's so cold outside. It's snowing.
Isn't we've been joking about that all morning.
We tried to get him to turn the AC down to 40, but it was something about